have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Tonight, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the Portland Trail Blazers here at Moda Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. The Blazers have now been in the playoffs 8 straight seasons. Damian Lillard says, me and CJ in our careers, we've always won. Now, our team hasn't won the championship, but we've always won. And I think a big part of that is you know how to impact winning and make it happen. Guys, back to you.
He does. When it's on the line, it is Dame time. Thank you, DA. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Portland. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, San Antonio. Right now, they're 5 spots below them.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
And the starting group for the Spurs, Leonard and Aldridge, the talented forward duo. Jones is out there with Murray, and it's Marjanovic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for Portland, the veteran pair of Lillard and McCollum are the guards. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Ellaby in at the 3 slot. And the travel in the NBA just exhausting, Clark. It's just incredible how many miles these teams rack up, how many miles these players fly.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Kevin. And charter flights certainly help. But, man, I tell you, the season is 7 months long, and you're on planes probably 60% of that time. Whether you're going back and forth on a home road trip, whatever. It's a lot of wear and tear, but it is part of the business, and guys do learn how to adjust and be ready to do their jobs at a high level in spite of it.
And so it's San Antonio with it. The Blazers getting the bucket.
Boy, Murray's court vision, very sharp, and he's unselfish, too. You love seeing that combination.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And, Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And, Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
Now, here's Lillard. His average of about 35.5 points a game is pretty astounding, but one that he's worked very hard for. That shot off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Jones kicks to Leonard. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee.
San Antonio ball.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Here's Watford, defended by Jones. Plumlee, no luck.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Jones has it in the corner. A floater, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls.
At the line for the Spurs.
And so Jones nails both of them.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Lillard attacking. Chalk up 2 there. Lillard's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, the ability to knife inside and convert. Lillard is fearless when it comes to attacking the basket.
Here's Murray. And such a nice move to make the basket work.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
First team foul.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. McCollum outside for Murray.
Well, you look at Murray's length and his speed and his footwork, defensive IQ, all of those things allow him to guard multiple positions.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And it's Lillard missing.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And it's sent back by Plumlee. Here's Watford. Aldridge is covering. Nobody near Lillard. Knocks down the 3-ball. Lillard's got 7 points.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
Murray, no good. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Lillard. To the paint. Here's Watford. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
You know, over time, Aldridge has really developed into a pretty good shot blocker.
Jones finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Watford, that's good.
That's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Jones, the pass to Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. Trailblazers trail by 3. And there's the pass to Ellaby. Here's Watford. Just 5 on the clock. Lillard, the pass to Ellaby. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Now here's Murray. Last game out, he had 14. Good D by McCollum. Here's Ellaby. He's covered by Leonard. Plumlee with a screen on Leonard. Here's Ellaby. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
There's Dennis. He's checked in for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. McCollum dishes to Lillard. And they pick up 2. Lillard's got 9.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Here's Jones. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10, right at him, get to the rack.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 9. Out left to the wing. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
Berton's shot is good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the basket by McCollum.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
At the elbow, it's Aldridge. Down low, stolen by McCollum. And here we go, Plumlee heading to the hoop. McCollum passes to Plumlee, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Passes it to Jones. He dishes it to Johnson. Driving in, and it's Portland with the rebound. Lillard from outside hits it from three-point range. 12 points for him.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Jones, the pass to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Back to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Ellaby, the pass to McCollum. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. And now in the first half of December, more games under our belt. The power rankings starting to take shape. They're stuck in neutral, unable to gain any real positive momentum.
And seeing where Portland is, they've come out the gate strong. They have a roster that can continue to improve. So reasons for optimism abound here with this team.
And Murray, here we go. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Jones. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Jones has got 8.
Boy, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with it.
Here's Simon, and that one is good.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
From downtown. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And check it out, some numbers for Mason Plumlee.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Left side, Jones. And that one is off. Portland leading by 3. To the middle, stolen by Anderson. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Johnson's got the ball, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Little dishes to Plumlee. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Trailblazers making a switch here. Trent's checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Danny Green, he's checked in for Jones. Now here's White. Berton sets the pick for Anderson. With the drive. Another shot. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Simons surveying the D. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
First in steals, 13th in three-point field goal percentage. And as far as free throw shooting, not a strong suit for this group. Top 20 in the league, and doesn't seem like they've improved very much.
And at the top of the league in steals, their defense has gotten everyone's attention this season. You know, Greg, it's amazing how much energy they put into their D.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make a little noise. All right, look who's coming out onto the court. Come on, give it up for your Blazer dancer.
Zach Collins checked in for Portland.
Make a little noise.
And now let's bring you the list of the top three-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. The Trailblazers in second.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide-open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the three.
Here's White. That one falls.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Portland leading, and like a lot of young players, Clark, White's consistency on offense is tethered to his jump shot.
Yeah, in many ways it is, Kevin. He's strong off the dribble. He likes to get to the basket, but he needs to refine that jump shot to set up his drive a little better.
Here's Simons, and it's White with the rebound.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
The offensive rebound. Green. Count the basket.
Danny Green.
And the Spurs lead by 1.
Off the board, it's Green. You see why he's got multiple NBA titles. I mean, he plays with smarts and heart.
To the inside. Collins, good. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Pass to Johnson. Outside, Green.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Spurs working the ball around now. And there's the contact on the jam. He gets the whistle, but not the bucket, so 2 shots coming up for him.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter.
I really like that he didn't shy away from the contact at all. I mean, he was determined to get to the basket no matter who was offering the resistance.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Here's Simons. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Little can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bertans, a screen on Collins. It's Anderson with the drive. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
Here's Simons. There's the drive, and he goes in for the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Urginus, Portland grabs the miss. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Here's White. Portland making their last shot. Anderson with the screen for White. Portland grabs the miss. Aminu's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's the drive. Anderson with the block. They recover it. Count it. Good. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Now Johnson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington.
Anthony Simons.
A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And so Bertans nails both of them. 8 seconds left to play here in the first. To the left wing, here's Little. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Damian Lillard winning the 2020 Magic Johnson Award, which honors the player who combines excellence on the court along with cooperation and dignity with the media.
Being recognized for giving your time, but also making other people's job easier, I take a lot of pride in that. The same way I take pride in my teammates doing well and my coaches doing well at their job, I take pride in the local media being able to do their job and give insight and give a better look into what our team is doing.
Well, Lillard is well-deserving and well-liked, certainly. Some of the most open and thoughtful answers you'll hear.
Comfortable with a microphone, whether it's a press conference or a recording studio. He's got quotes and bars.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for San Antonio, the guard pair, Murray and White. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Aldridge in at the 5 down low.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Right side, Collins. Out to the right wing. Here's Watford, coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. And it's sent back by White.
White doing an excellent job coming up with the block there.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Ellaby's checked in. Jones checked in for San Antonio. And Lillard kicks to McCullough. Anderson with the block. And they'll get another chance. Offensive rebound. Shot by Collins, no good. And Murray's got the ball here for San Antonio. They trail by 1. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Here's Lillard following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. This one for 3. And it's Lillard missing. Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Jones finds Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
3.
And now a 4-point Spurs lead. And you look at some of the most unbreakable records in NBA history, Clark. Scott Skiles with 30 assists in one game. Who's going to beat that?
That's a hard one to top. I mean, 30 dimes in one game. I mean, that is just amazing. 1, you got to pass it well. And 2, you got to have great shooters around you. Westbrook had a game with 24 assists last year, but that's still a far cry from 30. I think that may very well be an untouchable record, Kevin.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Jones, the pass to Murray. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Anderson wide open. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard with it. He's got 14. Into the lane. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Spurs passing it around. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. And the rejection by Collins. McCollum against Murray.
Blocking foul called on Kyle Anderson. That's his first personal.
Marjanovic checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Now the lineup for the Spurs. Boban Marjanovic.
On defense, the Spurs. Pass to Watford. Back to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Excellent D that time from Jones.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now here's Jones. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Ellaby's got his second basket of the night.
You know, this is why you run the offense through Damian Lillard. I mean, sure, he's going to get his, but he's also going to make sure others get theirs, too.
Back to Anderson. And the rejection by Collins. The pass to Ellaby from deep. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists here tonight.
Starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game. His 2nd in this quarter.
Now here's Murray. He's got 6. Shoots over Lillard. And he overshot that one, missing.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before that.
They get it back. Pass to Watford. Now the dish to Lillard. Lets the 3 fly, and another 3 for Portland.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Jones. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Portland's gotten half their shots from 3-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. It's tipped. Leonard dishes to Jones. Leonard against Lillard. Leonard kicks to Anderson. Shot clock at 5. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And let's check out the numbers for Damian. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable, averaging 39 points, 9 assists, and 2 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Free throw, good, Anderson. A different look now for San Antonio. Bertanis, he's checked in for Marjanovic, and it's Green in for Murray. Portland's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Simons, the pass to McCollum. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 14.
Well, they've been running the offense through Leonard all night, and why not?
McCollum against Green. McCollum left side. To the wing on the left. Passes it to Simons. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Bertans for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
3 points.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Driving the lane. Oh, man.
Talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Jones for 3. Good on the triple. Jones has got 11 points.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Left side, Anderson fires the 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Anderson's got the lead up to 9 now for San Antonio. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Spurs.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
Portland's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Yep, that one goes in there. And now it's only a 5-point Spurs lead.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
That's his first personal, second team foul. San Antonio with the timeout. The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's see it, fans. All right, look who's coming out on the court. Come on.
Plumlee, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Craig comes in for McCollum. Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. Blake comes in for Jones. Leonard with the ball. Al Farouk Camino covering.
Make a little noise.
Here's Simons. He's got 8. Pass to Trent. It's not going to go for him. Great tee that time from Green. Inside, Leonard. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Depends on Al Farouk Camino.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game, but as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for the Spurs. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. San Antonio leading by 4. Now here's White. He's coming off a 25-point game against Washington.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
You know, whenever White sees an open teammate, he's getting the ball to him right away. No hesitation.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. On the wing, Green. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Berton sets the pick for White. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
Simons, the pass to Little. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Little's got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's White. And it's Portland with the rebound. Going inside.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
To the paint. Johnson, the pass to Bertens. Again, the Spurs, good for 2.
You've got to have a good basketball IQ to be effective. I love the decision to kick it out.
Here's Simons. White covering. And it's sent back by White. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The pass to Bertens. Little with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
With 1 on the clock.
There's the versatility of Aldridge, disrupting the shot, showing how valuable he can be at the defensive end.
That'll do it for the first half. Spurs out in front, up 7. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud. Guys were in attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You know, you pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, you had them swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Happy to have you with us. Let's bring you up to speed on the winners of the Player of the Month awards. In the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No surprise to see Giannis take home the award. It's almost a surprise when he doesn't win it. Very impressive. Lately, he's been at his very best, which for him is as good as it possibly gets.
And now let's take a look at our featured game tonight. At the half, an advantage for the Spurs.
They wouldn't be ahead without the numbers they've gotten from the bench, providing major contributions, especially at the offensive end. It's taken a lot of pressure off their starters. What a luxury to have a second unit that can produce.
And enough of our shenanigans. It's time to send you back courtside for the second half.
Shenanigans. You know what, Shaq? You're a world-class rapper, platinum albums, blah, blah, blah. Can you rap the word shenanigans in a rap?
Of course. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let me introduce you to my two favorite friends. That's right, baby. We're back with our shenanigans. The pandemic ends and the fans come again. Back to b-ball, y'all been famishing.
Ooh, drop the mic. Bars.
That was solid.
Bars.
Thank you, Ernie. Thank you, Ernie.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. At the guard spots, longtime teammates Lillard and McCollum. Then it's Plumlee and it's Ellaby in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Here's Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And there's the steadiness to McCollum's game. He's going to contribute from deep almost every game. It's becoming a given.
Now here's Murray. 6 points for him. It's blocked. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Spurs making a switch here. Leonard's checked in.
Kawhi Leonard. Spurs ball starts the second half.
Jones looking for an opening. Clock at 6. The kick out to Aldridge. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Leonard. Plumlee with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 4. Out to the right wing. Here's Ellaby. And the Trailblazers another 3.
This is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now here's Jones. He's got 11. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Plumlee sets the pick for McCollum. For the lead, there's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Aldridge dishes to Leonard. There's the 3. San Antonio again missing. And it's McCollum off the drop. And the layup's good off the glass. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Now here's Lillard. 17 points in the game. McCollum right side. Pass to Watford. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal. First team foul.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. There's a good screen. It's McCollum with the drive. It's good. McCollum's got 15 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And in the past, Murray's coaches have said he wants to be pushed.
He's a tough kid who's overcome a ton. Takes nothing for granted, wants to earn his keep. He understands what a privilege it is to play in this league.
Well, that's just an uber unselfish play by Murray. Always ready to drop a dime if there's a better shot available for a teammate.
Now here's Lillard. His average of about 35.5 points a game is pretty astounding, but one that he's worked very hard for. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Jones, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists now in the game. Here's Lillard looking to end the run. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. First on LaMarcus Aldridge.
When Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
Collins checked in for Plumlee. Spurs also with the sub. Anderson's checked in. Nobody near Leonard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 25 points.
This is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
And there's a foul on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Leonard finds Jones. Back to Leonard. Murray outside. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Now here's McCollum, following the miss by DeJounte Murray. Lillard outside, stolen by Anderson. One-on-one fast break. The tray, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 6 assists now in the game. Lillard with it, Jones covering. Here's Ellaby, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Ellaby's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Trailblazers. And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
Murray is a spectacular talent. And when he gets going, watch out.
Anderson against Lillard. Pass to Watford. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Passes to McCollum. Takes it inside. Second chance effort and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Murray the pass to Aldridge. kicks to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Boy, Aldridge commands so much defensive attention. There's bound to be somebody open on every possession, and this time, LaMarcus finds him.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever.
3 points.
Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. Lillard attacking, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
During the seeding games in the 2020 bubble, Damian Lillard carried the Blazers to the playoffs. Dame averaged 37 a game. That included a ridiculous 61-point explosion.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Bertanis, he's checked in for Aldridge. Johnson comes in for Anderson, and it's White in for Jones.
Well, you look at Murray's development of his inside game. Boy, a nice finish that time. The better he is there, I think the better he'll be overall.
Trent kicks to Lillard, and stolen by Murray. From 11 feet away, Portland grabs the miss. They're looking now at a sizable deficit.
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to really rush the game. They need to avoid that. That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And San Antonio has possession. Portland making their last shot. And White kicks to Bertans. Here's Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Aminu. And here is Murray. He's got 14. Johnson outside. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Simon.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Trailblazers trail by 10. Lillard outside. And Lillard throws it down.
Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looks like it on that incredible finish.
Now here's Murray. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
He's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the three-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that three-point shooting is what puts him on a whole nother level.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
And it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And here's Leonard from 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 7th assist here tonight.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Damian Lillard. Murray left side. Got a hand on it. Pass to Little. To the middle. Here's Simons. And there it is for him. Now just a 4-point San Antonio lead.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Murray. That's tipped. Lillard against Murray. Lillard dishes to Little, and it's Little finishing it off.
And there's no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better.
Now here's Leonard. In the corner, Murray with it. Driving inside. Can't connect from short range. Portland's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Lillard attacking. He nails it, and we're tied up. Lillard's got 12 points in just the second half.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Right the pass to Bertens. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Got it off in time, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him, and I think there's more where that came from. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
Stay aggressive. You need about 8 or 9 of those. Just let them fly.
Feeling maybe some of his guys are being too careful on shot selection, I think, guys. How do you interpret Greg Popovich maybe trying to loosen them up just a bit?
I mean, you know, the intelligence and the experience he brings to the game, he sees things just so clearly. Sometimes it's really just a simple adjustment.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for San Antonio, Leonard and Aldridge, the talented forward duo. White is out there with Jones, and it's Marjanovic in at the 5 spot. Now here's Leonard. The 3. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 40 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Leonard with the steal. Dishes it to Jones. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
Now here's Jones after the miss from Damian Lillard. Now the pass to Marjanovic. And it's good, 2 points. And now a 7-point Spurs lead.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Lillard against Jones. Kicks it out to Lillard. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shot.
I've been impressed with how well they penetrated tonight, too.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. And it's sent back by Lillard. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Down low, here's Plumlee, and another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. San Antonio calls timeout.
You're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
A little noise. Your Blazer dancer.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He said, "I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does." Kevin?
Thanks, David. Leonard, no luck.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
McCollum. That one off the back iron and out.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal, first team.
And that one falls for Jones.
Shooting for San Antonio. Craig.
And so he hits both. Portland trailing here. Lillard, right side. Lays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 37.
You know what? The switch has flipped, and he's in that proverbial zone right now, knocking down 3 of 4 here in the fourth.
Feeds it to McCollum. Kicks it out to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers. Jones against Plumlee. Jones, no luck.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Ellaby. Driving to the basket. The shot comes out. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide-open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Leonard. Out to White. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
How about that effort from White? Total focus on the rack.
Jones against Lillard. Shoots the 3. A rebound by the Spurs. Leonard's got his 5th rebound in this one. White with it. Now defended by McCollum. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Jones. Goes back up. And the layup is good. Jones has got 9 points here in the second half.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
To tie it up. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Jones. Leonard's got 44. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Here he goes. Good D by Jones. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. To the left side wing. Here's Aldridge to take the lead, and it's good on the layup.
Marcus Aldridge.
And the Spurs lead by 2. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
You're exactly right. I mean,
Now
with the way it
on the floor
looks,
for your Trailblazers.
what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Little's checked in. Lillard against Jones. They need this. Lillard misses. And San Antonio shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Back to Marjanovic.